to the Dangerville podcast.
Like we always do about this time.
The greatest show of all time.
Yeah, one of those things.
You already drink a beer?
Yeah.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Was that? Did you get that off Temu? That little thing.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Which, note to future self: if you need a clacker, you're probably wise to spend more than $9.99 on
I had to fix that fucking thing. I had to do the double-sided tape thing on it. Well, I was like, we just do this, and he's like, no.
Gotta have the clacker.
We're getting that fucking actual clacker.
It was top priority.
It had a nice snap to it. Like when it snapped and clicked. I
It just
heard
gives
it.
you a nice little sensation, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
Gotta have to.
very
It's
satisfying.
Surprisingly crucial too. Like I literally have to have it. Like if we fuck up, it's like almost impossible to line up the audio and the video after the fact. You know.
I always forget that that's the reason.
That's the reason for it. Yeah. And the front, they used to write the actual scene numbers
Got
and
your
everything
vape on you?
it, and then they hit the thing
You
to line up.
chugged that
the-
whole beer already.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Jesus. Good God.
Easy.
All right, boys.
He's had a long day.
Let's fucking get to it here a little bit. Okay, so first and foremost, this is maybe slightly embarrassing. How do you actually say your band name? Is it Udo?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you Uto or I wasn't sure if it was a UTO.
We put some of our
or like,
finest
you know, like-
researchers on that question, but
But I've been wondering that since day one. Since we did the thing, I thought at first it was UTO. Like you'd say it like, I don't know, whatever, UFO or something. But like,
It was originally Rob's fault for the font, I believe, because he put it all caps at some point.
Yes,
and
see?
it fucked everybody.
See?
It
It's
fucked
not-
me up. I was just like, oh, maybe I've been wrong about it the entire time. And then I was just saying earlier, and then the best one that we got that was like, hey, I like your band, you too, and I'm just like, no, Rob, God, man.
should have went with it. Should have rolled with it.
But really, Rob, I said I was going to let Rob. You should say how the advent of the band name came out.
Yes.
Okay, so like a long time ago, I was living in San Francisco. I decided to write like a sci-fi novel or kind of compendium or something like that.
Nice, man.
Cool.
And it was all based in the year 9,968. And I was
Obviously.
trying just casually,
As it would be.
And I
As
was
expected.
I was trying to imagine like how modern day pop music would destroy the future. You know,
Okay.
and this is back in the day with like J-Lo and Britney Spears and all that kind of stuff, and it seemed to just be consuming the modern public. And I'm like, what if this somehow destroys the entire future of the galaxy? Like, what would a storyline look like that? So basically the name Uto came from the main character I created that lives in the year 9,968, and it's his mission, much like a Terminator kind of scenario. To come back from the future to destroy pop music. So, and
Who's the number one target?
It's just all.
I think it was maybe Linkin Park.
ABBA?
Is this what Kanye's been yelling about?
It's very possible.
No, that's something altogether different.
Yeah.
I love how you guys are just like in for a penny, in for a pound on the full capitalization. Like, it could hit backspace twice, but man.
Why did you use papyrus? That's what I'm wondering.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite
choice.
font.
It's the gentleman's font. You know, it's classy. It's a classy.
Actually, talking about it right now, where I actually got the name for the band is a really good friend of mine now who's passed away. His name is Jeff Olger, and he used to like record his poems with like really cheesy like synthesizer beats behind it.
Yeah.
And I got a tape of his, and somehow he just wrote UTO on one of the tapes, and I'm like, that's what I'm going to call this whole project.
Nice.
So it
wasn't even your idea.
Backspace.
You saw greatness in
He created a Rick Rubin type scenario. He created a whole universe off some chicken scratch.
And what he didn't realize was that chicken scratch actually said UFO.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
It's probably true. Yeah. So yes, maybe hindsight is 2020, and naming a band UTO is like we said. People are like, "Oh, you too." Nice name. Or Uto,
UTI.
Yeah.
But I think over time, I've been proven right.
Oh,
Wasn't there a guy in
People
Star?
like it.
I like it.
I used to draw it in like the logo, but with little umlauts or whatever over the U.
There you go. Yeah, make it even
And I'd-
even harder to understand.
I make them more complex, and I would just make them two little planets above it.
that's cool. That's
good luck.
Nice.
And I did play guitar for Jeff, our buddy, who, God rest his soul. I played guitar on this little shelf in a bar while he read his poetry. First time I ever played guitar in front of people.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, actually.
first time spoken word's ever been done.
Well, first time I was a part of it.
So how did you guys you guys know each other going way back or anything, or how did you guys link up? And
Well, him and I have known each other since we were in junior high. Skateboarding, punk rock stuff, you know, just friends. And
Yeah, we played in a lot of bands in the Grand Haven area.
yeah, we've both been in a ton of different bands, but we're all friends because it's such a small circle.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
And we never played together except in what was the band in the trailer that we played with Jeff Baird?
Well, there wasn't a band. It was just you and I. And, it was you and I and Brent Novak.
It was three guys in a guitar.
Novak, who's been in tons of bands.
Yeah.
But I was in a band called Tube with him, which was pretty cool. But
Yep, and I played in a band called the Nads. And we played with Tube, and yeah, it was we were always part of the Grand Haven scene from the 90s, I guess you could say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And which was a huge scene back in the day. It was crazy.
Tons of bands.
But we never quite got together back in the day.
Right.
But we knew each other for a really long time.
And then one day, our buddies were, well, actually, my other death, hardcore, punk, whatever you want to call it band, we were called the Religious Fucks. But we played in an
Should have stuck with that name.
Well, we got records out, but we played in an old refrigerated semi-trailer on the lot of the place that rented the trailers because somebody knew a guy.
Wow.
They ran an extension cord. Yeah, we used to play there till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But that's the first time we played. We just ended up partying there, and the music equipment was there. So
Nice.
That had to be excruciating. What was the noise like in that thing?
it wasn't bad, actually.
Oh, okay.
We had it lined with that just foam egg crate looking.
Yeah.
We just made it. There was bunk beds in there.
But from that point, actually, we formed a band a little bit later down the road called Smash Your Radio.
Yeah.
I was living in Holland, and I said to the guys I was playing with, I know this awesome drummer. And we convinced him to join us, and it was like this crazy kind of at the drive-in
Meets Schlong and Fugazi.
band. And so Jason and I, that's where we officially started playing together.
Nice.
And then I moved to Hawaii, and he came with. So
we moved to San Francisco first, thinking the other guys were going to come and meet us out there.
You guys know where this is going, right?
Yeah, we're secret lovers.
Thank you. Someone had to say it.
But
it's
we
finally out.
were thinking the rest of that band was going to come out eventually, and we were going to, because there was nothing to offer around here at the time. So we were like, let's go to San Francisco, let's check it out, because he had an inn for people and a job and stuff. But
Sweet. Yeah.
they never showed up. They just did their own thing, moved off, and then
Yeah, we'll catch up with you guys in a couple weeks.
so after a couple years, we're like, all right, you got a job offer in Hawaii, and he's like, should I take it? I'm like, yeah, I'm going with you.
So we moved to Hawaii together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Started another
hetero life mates.
killer band. We were both in two different bands. Started another band. Kept the name Smash Your Radio. It was two Okinawan American girls. One sang and one played guitar. They were great. It was awesome. It was a really cool experience. And then we also had two other bands at the same time.
So you were out in Hawaii for a couple of years and then decided to move back?
Yeah, things just happened. We just had to come back. And
we missed the excruciating, punishing winters of Michigan. It's so much.
You miss them, and then you're here for 2 weeks, and you're like, I'm going back.
It wasn't the lure of Michigan. Tell them that you. Well, maybe we don't tell.
I'm not going to go down to your Yakuza story that we have. That's for another podcast. So long story short, Jason and I have been playing together for a really long time. So I play bass and sing, and he plays drums. And so this unit that we've kind of formed is an awesome kind of drum bass unit. Like together, we read each other's minds. That's the ultimate scenario you want in a band: a bass player and a drummer that could just just read each other's minds. So we just kind of kept jamming together. Fast forward, we'll say, a number of years when we both finally find ourselves back here in the West Michigan area. I'm on a blind date with my wife and his wife at the time, and I had never met Andrew before. And we're at some Mexican restaurant here in Grand Rapids.
I want to say it was where the Queen's Pub used to be. It was some other restaurant there at the time.
And what happened was this blind date we were helping somebody else with was so excruciatingly boring and lame and so Andrew and I are sitting across from each other and we're like, do you like music? and
that was fireworks.
And then what happens? And he's like, well, I play keyboard. I'm like, I play bass. What do you like? And then he's like, I like Cigarro. So I'm like, I like Fugazi and Primus and Yes and Rush and
I
all
was
these
like,
things.
who the fuck are they?
No, you weren't.
And that's kind of where we met each other, and
Nice.
it was a total happenstance. It shouldn't have happened.
That's cool.
That was some serendipity.
We played for years, just keys, bass, and drums.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 3-piece.
Tons of gigs with all kinds of bands.
Yeah.
We tried out how many guitar players?
We didn't need a guitar player, and we told ourselves that for a very long time.
You guys say we didn't need one.
He needed one because he was doing all the work.
I had 4 or 5 keyboards, and then they're like, "Can you do this one melody?" I was just like, "I don't have
I'm one man.
another arm to do this."
We're like, can you just be Rick Wakeman and surround yourself with keyboards and just do this?
You got to do what you got to do.
At the beginning, we were playing I was trying to play with a loop pedal and trying to do keyboards with a loop.
Oh Lord!
And it's really, really hard playing the style that we're playing with because we don't just hit one riff
We don't
over
jam
and over and
out
over again.
for-
We don't do the jam band thing. So after a while, I'm like, look, guys, I can't, my brain can't even handle this. I can't even function. And that was when Justin got released from one of the bands.
You didn't know
He self-released himself from a band that he was in.
It's a great band name.
And it was called Self-Release. And he once he became available, Justin has been a long-term friend of mine.
First two seconds of jamming with him, we were like, he's our guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about hetero life mates. It's crazy you use that.
So yeah, we're hetero life mates, and they were hetero life mates,
Right.
almost in the same way. They've lived together for years.
Almost in a very gay way.
As 2 single gay men. We
said hetero.
Normalize kissing your homies on the mouth.
So,
Hetero kissing.
Gay-ish.
Hetero kissing.
So I guess that our path to where we are now is a little bit different than most people were. It was one thing, and then it slowly evolved by adding on different members.
Nice.
And
I was trying to describe you guys to these guys, and I was like, the best thing I can say is they're kind of like Primus. I was like, I don't know, it was like weird and all over the place, jammy, and I told you guys,
Which
then,
is
I really
kind of
liked
the
it.
best compliment you can have, right?
It's
I mean, even better.
It's
It's
like
gay
really
Primus.
crazy.
They're like these 6 bands that you've heard.
yeah,
of
we have a
before.
lot of influences. We all love a lot of prog rock type stuff. And
Yeah, for sure.
I think, I get the Primus reference, but if Primus had an amazing keyboard player,
Yeah, it definitely puts a different.
So, my official stand on how when I started the band, I played in so many bands in my life, like I don't know, like 25 different bands throughout my life, and I was so tired of that, singer-songwriter, one person going like, here's how we're gonna sound.
Yeah.
Here's how we're gonna sound.
Yeah, we want to sound like this.
Or we want to sound like this,
Yeah,
and
no,
we
that's
want to
always a
do
bad
this,
idea to
right?
do that.
And so when I first approached Andrew, I think he'd played with a couple other people maybe. I said, what if we all get together and just play whatever we want?
Yeah, and does it sound like what it sounds like?
and just
Yeah.
figure it out. Yeah.
And so like, Jayson comes from kind of I'll call it a death metal drumming background.
Yeah, punk, death metal, thrash,
yeah.
skater rock, whatever.
And I come from more of like a Yes, Rush,
but I grew up
Primus background.
listening to Rush and
Yeah.
Fugazi and stuff.
and
I
then
like these guys.
Andrew comes from,
soundtrack music,
Cigaros.
cigaros. Like I like pretty things.
Yeah, I like all that too. You can
Is that
like
weird?
all of it.
Is that weird?
No, not at all.
and then
I'm a huge
I mean-
fan of Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah,
we all are.
Exactly.
Ennio Morricone and Hans Zimmer are the top.
we
two
all
for
we
sure,
all,
man.
all love that.
Trent Reznor.
exactly. And then pile on top of it Justin Charrow over here, who is like, I don't even know how
He
to
likes all the same music we do and then some, and knows how to play all of it. He can fucking play anything.
Yeah. And
It's kind of a godsend.
the idea with UTO was like nobody really tells anybody what else to do.
Yeah.
And
No, we
just
don't.
true musician freedom. And I wanted to create a space that was safe for all four of us to play whatever we wanted to play all together. I mean,
Yeah,
of course,
we
as
just
long-
figure it
as
out.
long as it meshes.
Either if it sucks, then we'll try it at least, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll try something.
He's
else.
got anonymous cards for HR too, just in case. Just in case.
Yeah.
The old HR suggestion box. So you guys are just like all self-policing whether or not something
100%.
works. Okay.
We just literally, like, I'm sure you guys know about, like, warming up. Like, everybody just throws shit at the wall and just starts jamming to warm up.
Yeah.
Some of the best shit comes out of that, and usually for years it's always been, wish we recorded that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you got something? you
Yeah,
can record?
every time. And
Now
then-
you got a phone. You can just do it on your phone.
well, no,
you know?
we've been recording it for
Yeah.
years and just picking shit.
Yeah, pick the good shit.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it for a long time.
It really goes into Justin's drive box, which is, I don't know how old now. I mean, years upon years of material. Every time Justin will be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this," and he'll just like play something.
Yeah.
and I'm listening to him, I'm like, I don't remember that. It was 4 years and 8 months ago. We jammed on this. It's just like, thanks.
How long ago did you join the band then? What kind of time frame are we talking about here?
2014.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Ish.
Okay.
Almost
But he's
11
still the
years.
new guy.
Yeah, of course.
Still
Yeah,
good.
he's still new. We still give him tons of shit.
When did you guys start?
At any
Bullshit.
point,
He's not-
He's
you
almost,
can be out of
he's
here.
almost tenured. He's almost tenured.
Yeah,
Almost 10.
It takes 10 years.
Yeah.
Working my way up the UTO ladder.
No, we had to like bust his balls. Like, dude, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, don't worry. For like the first year at least, we're like, you write something. And we don't care. You're like, but he was
Really?
stoked. He was stoked to jam with us, and anything he did was ripping.
Is it ever problematic? Is there ever a time where you guys are just like in the back of your mind like this motherfucker?
If it is, we'll. It's
kind of going into some
It's obvious.
Holly
It's
riff.
obvious. Like, it either works or it doesn't. We literally don't say a word when.
What if someone like writes a riff and it's pretty good, but then the next week they come in, they have the same riff again?
That was just you. That's
I
just
don't think
how
that's
you
ever happened.
No, actually, once in a blue moon, they're like, "Yeah, don't you remember?" We're like, "Oh yeah." If we never,
Yeah.
we write.
Oh, I've been
we
there,
write.
yeah.
There's probably an album and a half of material we've written that we're still trying to find.
I call it lost.
Like refined.
I call it lost in the time fog because we
Yeah.
we get into something and we'll like write a whole thing like, wow, that was amazing. He'll even put it on his phone, but it's like.
But then there's like
with like 50 other recordings.
Yeah,
like,
there's
Where was
75
that
hours of
recording? Yeah.
stuff. Who's got time to go through that?
Yeah.
You know?
But I think the big thing is still even today when we play with other bands and they're like, I hate to say it this way, they're like, you guys sound really interesting and like really good. Like how do you write what you do? And all I ever tell them was like, I know everybody in your band has an idea. What if they all just played their idea instead of,
and you let them play their idea
instead of one person saying we're gonna sound this way and we're gonna produce music this way and that kind of stuff. What if everybody is a contributing member? And to me, it sounds pretty simple, but in reality,
we're super fortunate that we're all able.
The majority of all bands we played on the table there are just like, we don't do it that way. And I feels like I'm struggling in this band.
But the first, I don't know how many years, like Justin can probably agree too. Like I played for years where there was pretty much one person like kind of laying it down. Like, here's what we're doing, and then, but
there's some bands that it's like that's the only way anything is going to get done too.
Exactly.
It's like, if it's not a band where everybody can bring in ideas,
right.
It's like nobody's got anything. Sometimes it's like is the one guy. It's like, well, I guess it's like
it's got to take like such a special amount of synergy to be able to do it this way.
Dude,
right? Otherwise, it's just like a
100%
ship type scenario.
And we're all willing to try everybody's ideas.
I think.
Well, we'll say we're like, no, that sucks.
He brings up
like, well, at least try it. And we're like, okay, and then some of it sucks, but some of it's good. And
like, that's not good. That's
or it just doesn't work for what someone else has.
I think you bring up a really good point, and the bands that I have played in, and we all have played in, some people just want to play, right? And they want to be told what to do. And you're right. It does take a certain synergy for independently minded people that don't feel like that. They feel like they can just express themselves all the time and not be judged.
Right. And that's our favorite thing to do is just be like, the most important thing is, especially when he joined the band, we're like, dude, you go nuts. Nothing to fucking worry about. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of killer musicians, but like they are only killer at like learning other people's songs, like playing in like cover bands and like that kind of thing. And they're like excellent musicians, but like even if you ask them to like write like a simple part or something on like an original, they just like don't know what to do or whatever or something. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
It's like a builder versus an engineer, right? Like there's a difference between executing the task that somebody has laid out versus laying the overarching
and some
plan
people
for it.
Can't have one without the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Some bands can kind of like meet in the middle.
Ross, let me ask you a question. You've heard our music and you've said it on this podcast. Like, you guys sound a certain way. Like, what do you really mean by that? Give me.
There's some Dr. Phil shit.
Yeah,
right
no,
here.
that's what I was trying to say. It's like it was a
Wow.
struggle for me to describe you guys.
Oh, I love that. Actually.
Which was just like they're a prog rock band. It's kind of like Primus. That's like that was the and it's probably because maybe there's a bassist singer thing. That may be some of the thing with Primus in my mind. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
But it's also like it's not that. And I remember talking to you guys about like. We were talking about like Mars Volta and other weird shit like that and whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's what I liked about you guys because like I think I was joking at the time. I was like, these guys aren't afraid to get weird. Let's get weird.
Perfect.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get weird.
Just a little weird, and it's okay, and we're okay with being. We're like confident weird people. Is that it?
Yeah, dude. No, I like that.
Confident weird.
That's
So
a dangerous mix in the best possible way.
There's actually a really good story in here that we haven't covered, and we didn't ask Andrew about when he joined the band, how he felt, but great story about when Justin saw us for the first time at the Pyramid Scheme. Justin,
that was the first time you saw us.
Correct.
Andrew brought Justin in to see us, I think, to say, maybe here, come see us play. See what you think about jamming with us.
Oh yeah, that was
right.
your like
So,
check us out to
Justin,
see whether you want to play with us type shit.
You haven't spoken at all. Please explain how you felt about seeing us the first time.
It was music.
Damn it.
No pressure.
A ringing endorsement from Justin.
No, I heard my parts the second I heard them.
Yeah.
You know, like, this band needs a guitar. Like,
Dude, 100%. You could hear me in your head.
What'd you think about the music? Like, because you played in a band that won't be named, and the possibility of maybe playing with us, like by just watching us. What'd you think about the music? First impression.
I liked it, and I wanted to play it. So
Yeah, I think if he was hearing his own guitar parts to it, well, like first time
I
hearing
was like,
it,
you need this part.
kind of
No. Was it inspiring? Was it
because I heard
big?
parts
Was
in my
it
head.
small?
Yep, totally. Yeah, that was it.
He's looking for some more grandiose
I
adjectives.
He's done a much better job of explaining his first experience with this.
I have.
It sounds like could be better.
yeah, but
Sounds like it needs to
Decent present, but good effort.
He's like Bruce Dickinson when he saw Iron Maiden for the first time with the old singer. He's like, I'll sing so much better for that.
and I have to say, Justin and I, because we've been jamming since like late high school with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to high school together, and out of there, I actually learned how to play keyboard I didn't know anything out of music, and I used to just go over there and jam with Justin. And then him and I literally grew as musicians together.
Yeah.
So we play complementary roles completely. Like when it comes to, filling in melody lines and all that
100%.
stuff. So he naturally, when he came in really, and he, started just to go on certain riffs, he plays counter melodies, or sometimes we'll join in together, and then we're able to build those rises together.
Yeah, and you guys naturally have the same ideas, and you can play each other's sentences a lot. Like
You probably almost need that to do what you guys are doing, though,
it's
right?
crazy.
Like for 4 guys just to come
because
in randomly
Rob and I
together.
do it, and those guys do it, and we figured out how to. Now we can all do it.
Yeah, that's killer.
We literally can jam for 15 minutes without ever playing a lick before, and not fuck up. It happens like every other practice. Like our warm up, we're just like, holy shit.
So you'll hear us all do like call and response kind of stuff together, and it's fun. I mean, it's really fun when it just happens. You do something, you let it breathe, but while you're letting it breathe, somebody else is filling in that space.
Exactly, and giving you more ideas for the next thing.
Best feeling playing ever. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about.
It's the best.
Like it's just all of a sudden you're like, God, that's exactly what I wanted to hear when you're playing. It's it's a really, really good feeling.
And when it just happens organically like that, man, that's gotta be so. Do you feel like
best.
overall process, like timeline wise, does it speed things up to do it this way when you're trying to create a song, or does it drag it out and make it longer?
No, we have to like make time, and we have to slow our minds down because we're so musical. Like we just keep going. So we have to be like, all right, let's remember that first part before we get way down the road.
Yeah.
Indiscernible synth riff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like we have to check ourselves because we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
The best songs that we've written over time, I do feel happen quicker and organically.
Yeah,
definitely.
they're natural.
That's pretty typical.
Yeah, you just let it go, and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, you can just tell.
We just played 5 minutes of something, and we just went there, and it was good. We didn't have to do the chopping thing and put it together.
And one really interesting thing that I always try to bring to the band is that when we are going to actually sit down and write a song, I say, let's have a theme, right? It's not like, let's just like jam on this riff and jam on this riff and go to that bridge and do that chorus. Like, let's start with a theme, right?
Okay.
So we got one song called like Showdown at the Cylindrical Corral. And I was like, what if we wrote a surf rock song that smashed into an Ennio Morricone spaghetti western? Mm-hmm. And so to start from there,
So it's something to strive for. Like, yeah. It just kind of gets the gears.
And even in one of our more popular songs, Transylvania, we took a Iron Maiden song and then we kind of smashed it into, I think,
Not by choice, by the way. We figured out that it was kind of Iron Maidenish after we were halfway.
we don't copy it. We take emotion, we take feeling from like songs, right?
Inspiration.
And we smashed it into another style of music, and then it made our, all right here we're promoting as our Halloween tune. So all
right, kids, get your candy and listen to your UTO.
We wrote a song about Transylvania.
Nice,
but it's all
you
about.
guys did have like a theatricality too, which I liked too. There was like the painted, I don't know what they are, the cardboard or wood or whatever things that were like up front.
Oh, yeah.
The painted,
the prop characters,
prop little things.
So those are characters for the story the comic.
Okay.
So those are all
that's the UTO stuff or whatever.
Well, okay.
When you talk theme wise, do you do that purely song to song? Have you ever like fuck with the idea of a full concept album?
No, it's both.
Okay.
Well,
there is
no. Concept album, not yet. Someday. But no, it's theme by song. I mean, it's like,
but it's still.
What if we took
futuristic UTO?
Yeah.
Like traveling the.
But you mentioned the characters in front of the stage. I think 10 years ago, we were playing a show at Rocky's Bar.
I remember Rocky's.
Yeah, I think it was just Andrew, Jason, and I.
Yeah.
And after the show, we got off stage, and a guy comes up to us, and he says, "I've had your demo CD in my car for 6 months." And I'm like, "Cool." Yeah, nobody ever says that. He says, "I just happen to draw comic books, as you can see here on the screen."
Yeah, that's our guy.
His name is Milo,
okay.
and Milo, who subsequently has become a prolific comic book designer here in Grand Rapids. It was him. So he wanted to draw a comic book based around our music and then the book that I wrote. And so
he created the character.
So he created all the characters within the story we're trying to write and put them into a comic book. So we're like, this is awesome. And for him, he was like, this is awesome. So he would draw these characters, and then we'd turn them into large characters on the screen, like not on the screen, in front of us on the stage. All of our promotional material was this. So we kind of got like an awesome twofer with this guy.
Nice. Yeah.
That's rad artwork.
Yeah,
man.
that's sweet. That's the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a sticker that he made and put it on the post at Rocky's.
Yeah.
He just made a sticker and put it on the place that we've kind of been playing I met him years ago, but I didn't remember it. But we're like, what the hell is that? That was that last picture. That was the photo or the artwork.
We slapped the shit out of him initially, but after further thought, it was actually pretty cool.
So
we were just like, that's
he actually
awesome.
became
Yeah,
our kind of like comic book merch guy and promoter. He would show up when you see on the screen here, he would show up with all of this at all of our shows.
Yeah.
And we're like, holy crap,
That's it was like that
guy.
Go back one there.
That guy in the corner.
Yeah,
that's on our stage, and there's another one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's in the background actually, behind the desk.
Nice.
Subsequently, we've parted ways because he's become too famous in Grand Rapids.
He's busy.
He's designing all the artwork for Comic-Con, and he's moving on.
He's still gonna do our comic, though.
But he still does want to continue with the comic.
That's badass.
And if we pay him enough, he'll keep.
Well, yeah,
he'll keep doing our artwork. Because we can't change the artwork now. It's like too good.
Yeah, look at that one.
Oh my god!
I mean,
dude, I've never seen that.
I've never seen this one either.
I'm oddly aroused right now. I'm at 3/4 max. That's what it is.
That's from one of our songs, "Bar at the End of the Universe."
Yep.
Where Uto meets an alien girl and hooks up with her.
Yeah.
No.
Uto's doing work right there, boys. Uto's laying pipe. She's having a hell of a time over there. Uto. Slinging dick.
Yeah, since we're at the end of the universe at a bar.
Saving the world, saving that ass.
He's our fucking Captain Kirk.
We've got to
Because many other people. That's awesome.
Millions of people. This is actually one of the first pages of the comic book that he has written, and we have two actual comic books. He was selling them at Comic-Con, and so
That is.
This reminds me. This reminds me of that fucking old ass movie, Space Pirates. I don't know if you guys
Ice
ever seen it. Or no, Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates.
That's what it was. Ice Pirates.
Yeah, you get space herpes. Watch out.
It's real.
So anyway, that was and also
his shit
another
rules.
weird progression of the band where he
I
became
want that
part
on
of
a
it.
T-shirt.
We called him like the fifth member because he just started designing all our merch.
Right.
And you play in a band, right?
Yeah.
Imagine a guy that shows up to every show and he's like, I'm selling all your merch.
Yeah, that's,
and you're
that's
like,
helpful.
yeah. And I'm booking some of your shows. And we're like,
That's more
that's
helpful.
friggin' awesome.
Awesome, man. You're gonna split the profits, right? No.
Well, no.
Sometimes he gets paid more than we did.
Yeah, he actually
because
he
he's
sold
the
all his
man.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was like the fifth member of UTO, so it was pretty cool. So
Have you
that's
guys
badass.
gotten any like glow off of him, if him becoming famous and everything? Like, are
Not
you getting
really,
recognized through
but-
them and all?
But our whole world kind of inspired him to do all that. It gave him a vision to work with his, abilities.
Right. Yeah.
So now he's like, it just seems like he's expanded his.
What's this dude's name again?
Milo, he has a it's Psycholab.
Okay.
Psycholab is
Or Psycholab.
Psychoblab.
Psychoblab.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Blab
Milo.
Comics.
I apologize about that. But I think we moved together in becoming more known.
We lifted each other up.
Yes, exactly.
Which is
and now
great.
he's
There you
been
go,
lifted much more than we have, and he is he's an amazing artist.
He's got billboards.
Well, I mean, if you drove
raps on buses for
if you drive around Grand Rapids during Comic-Con, his art is on the billboards.
Oh wow,
Nice.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
Detroit. They've been. I'm pretty sure he's
I
been all over.
I have these sticker sets. I bought it from a Muskegon Comic Con 3 years ago.
Oh, nice.
This Buzz Off guy right here.
No way.
I have that on my drone.
On my drone. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I was talking to the guy and he said he created all these like
He-Man
kinda like
characters.
He-Man / WWE style. And I saw the Buzz Off because I think of myself
Yep.
as Bee Sting.
That's
and,
our.
it's one of my nicknames.
That's our guy. Yeah.
Side note: Fisto seems like a character of questionable morality. Some stuff going on there with old Fisto.
Not Mephisto, just Fisto.
Brian identifies with the B guy. I identify with Fisto.
If you're familiar with Tom of Finland, he looks like that gay icon, Tom of Finland.
I remember that's the first thing I bought at the Comic Con. I walked around. I was like, "This shit is so weak."
Yeah.
Are you guys like into like actual comic books and stuff? Are you like a comic book guy?
To an extent, but it's like we all love sci-fi. We
Yeah.
love science.
Yeah, me too.
Like we're nerds.
Big into Archie.
Yeah, not a huge Archie guy, but I appreciate it.
Bazooka Joe. I'm a Bazooka Joe.
Yeah, well, I grew up on Bazooka Joe. I mean, I'm pretty old. So.
We actually originally classified our music, I think, as sci-fidelic.
Yeah, sci-fi delic.
Yeah,
There you go.
sci-fi
That's
delic,
perfect.
yeah.
Which
I thought it was cool.
I actually
Sharon, you got to coin that for sure.
Well, no, that's what I use. Like that's what I'm like. I'll say it because I was like, there's no way to explain it really.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't.
AKA Gay Primus.
Then there's that.
I'm sorry. I mean heterosexual straight bro. Cool time
Emphasis on
Primus.
the hetero, bro.
My bad. I don't want to attack your sexuality.
You gotta add the word interplanetary in there somewhere.
But I don't care how you enjoy Primus. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, I love sci-fi though. Obviously too. Like all this shit's all sci-fi.
We all do. Like
my other shit. Back
Hans
there.
Zimmer. I mean, like we.
Yeah. Sci-fi
Like-
collecting all these up here, all my vintage sci-fi books and everything there. Kind of obsessed with it. I feel like I have to like nobody keeps these books, so like I have to like I'm like the caretaker.
Dude, it's the
old sci-fi paperbacks.
largely our collection is like all the Dune books, like every single one.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
You know, there is something that we're missing in this podcast right here, and that is when UTO brought Justin on. Okay. He came from the band that we will not be named. Okay. and
Is that the actual name of the band?
Well, no, we'll leave it up to him if he wants to
say it out loud. That's
They're not listening.
Our band, way cooler. We'll just say that.
But what I would say is probably maybe one of the most positive results of this band is that during playing with UTO, Justin found his legs and he found his confidence, and all of a sudden, this son of a bitch gets asked
by everybody,
all the best bands in Grand Rapids to play with them. Yeah. So now
it's that Telecaster dude.
My favorite dude in the whole world, my favorite guitar player in the whole world, is playing with Brother Wolf. He's playing with Lazy Genius, because they saw us play and they said, we want that
sniping.
And they sniped him.
It's a man with strong hands playing a Telecaster. It's so strong hands in the Telecaster that just, you can't turn that down.
Let's give Justin a second here to talk about his experience of being poached by all these other bands. Oh, sorry. Oh no, it's his promoter. I'm sorry.
Scott Stapp.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, man, I gotta make that money.
When Stapp comes calling,
Stapp
baby,
comes
you answer the
calling.
damn phone.
You'll get in that prayer circle where you all get blowjobs.
Yeah. With Kid Rock.
Wait. Behind the purple stanchion. You can come back here to experience the Lord.
That sounds like a sweet gig.
That's what I heard happens.
I thought it was just kids.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, children of the Lord.
Justin, please tell us about how you have become so famous by being in UTO.
Crazy talk.
He's like, that's because of UTO.
Anyway,
He's just a badass guitar player.
kneel
You
to the
can't deny
altar.
him. Yeah.
You had a pretty huge pedal board there, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, there's a lot
They
of
call that
lights.
a girthy pedal board, Ross.
Girthy. It's pretty girthy.
Yeah.
But he went from, he had just one digital with like a few buttons, but
Yeah.
with so many settings. And then he's like, I want the real pedals. And now he's just
half
killing
of our
it
shows
with all the real
on
pedals.
the floor, being like, and then like going down and like and then turning dials and like I would
DJ.
watch half of our shows. Justin on the floor turning dials on his old pedals,
But
Strong hands
not missing
turning
a-
dials.
but not missing a beat. Yeah, it was almost like a thing. But now Justin,
are you a
now that you're
generous lover?
famous? Now that you're famous, like what do you tell your adoring fans that love you in Brother Wolf?
It's like a real Bachelor situation. I'm just picturing the roses being blown out one at a time.
I hand you my guitar strings.
Obviously, Rob's a little jealous.
Are you playing with Brother Wolf now? He was on, I don't know, probably a year ago now or something.
Yeah.
I've known him.
This summer.
Known him, but way back.
You guys are still playing. You guys just played a show.
Yeah, we just played in Flint.
We got the vinyls back here.
Nice.
Actually,
those are cool.
Long story short,
Those are cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, there it is. Cool, man.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out, Brother Wolf.
Yeah,
Ben Hunter's
Ben Hunter.
one of my best friends, and so as being a best friend, he headhunted not only Justin, but he took Andrew too. So now Andrew and Justin.
Hey, but the reality of the situation is, before we knew Justin, we were trying to headhunt Ben Hunter. And the guitar player from Moto too. Like the first time we saw him, we were like, oh, he needs to be in our band.
Yeah.
But as soon as we met Ben, we're like, he's our guy. And then we got to know him, and Rob and him ended up being neighbors. They shared the same driveway.
Well, we practiced together. Yeah.
Head was practicing in his basement, and Uto was practicing in his basement.
You just keep turning up loud.
Well, no, we would just hang out all the time. Like we would just practice for each other and hang out.
They
and
played 4 songs.
have parties in the driveway.
We played 4 songs, and we go back and forth. It was pretty awesome.
Justin, are you feeling all right about this? I'm hearing a lot of like, Ben was totally our guy. Then we had like 7 other dudes lined up. We got turned down by all of them. And then Justin.
We actually turned down multiple guitar players before he played with us, and then it only took literally 5 minutes.
Totally.
He's our guy.
Balls.
To be fair, Justin was unavailable.
Yeah.
Like he was straight. Like he was doing a lot. Like their band, the band that he was not to be. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, they were playing a lot, and they were playing around the country, and so like there was like a thought. That would have been my number one choice. Obviously, it's my best friend that I'm like, yes, I would love to get him in here, but it was just not a. It wasn't a. It
No,
wasn't
we
a
had to
thing
wait.
that we could do.
We had to wait.
We had to just.
We had to settle for his second best friend.
Shout out to that.
I'm not going to name names.
I don't even remember who they are anymore.
And then we had another guy. I guess we can't really name names, but
Now let's just shit on names.
no, they were all great in their own right, but it just wasn't for us because like we were just too fast. Like we just wanted.
It's a good
we were
problem
just
to
on a
have,
different
though, right? Like if you've got guys trying
plane.
to poach dudes from the band, like obviously you've probably made fairly wise selections at least, right? Like it
100%.
seems safe to assume.
Yeah.
Well, and that's something you guys bring up earlier. It's like, how do you exist in a situation like this where people are just like tossing stuff at each other, right?
Yeah.
And you got to be fast, and there has to be no ego, and there has to be
which is almost impossible.
You can't. It's very
Somebody's
rare,
always got
right?
some stupid
And
ego.
so, to find 4 guys to play with that have no ego, well, kind of.
What?
Who are you locking eyes
No
with?
ego about music, but no ego about music.
Fireball for all you guys see.
It's getting spicy.
Yeah, by the way,
But no real
these guys, you guys have a mirror. You're looking in a mirror.
I want to give
No, not in a bad way.
I'd like to give Andrew, out in public, a big kudos, because what Andrew has provided for this band is something that could have never happened with Jason and I, or Jason and I and any other human on the planet, right? Because what Andrew
A guy
has
to carry
provided,
the equipment in and out of the shows. It's invaluable.
Yeah, I'm the best.
That was
roadie.
it.
Yeah, that's definitely not him.
I still carry his equipment, but but what he does, he brought legitimacy to our music because he knows a shit ton about music structure, and he is a phenomenal. He's a phenomenal keyboard player, and to have, I'm a self-taught bass player. And he's a self-taught guitar player. We know shit about structure. We know how to write and write and write. And so by bringing Andrew on, what he did is he legitimized all the stuff we wrote, and he put it into a succinct order that made sense. And then we could build upon that.
You're the rug that ties the room together, my friend. That's,
But
Yes.
but Rob and I are also the anomaly that like when someone says those 2 riffs don't go together, and we're like, hold my beer.
Give me a second.
We'll write 4 minutes worth of music just to prove them wrong. 100%. We've been doing it for years.
Is it good? No, but goddamn it, we will make this work.
But we do, and tons of shit comes out of it too while we're trying to do it.
it's like in retrospect, I think you had it the first time.
We've never we've never been stumped as far as like that's impossible. We're like nothing's
I
impossible.
like that attitude. I don't believe in writer's block and shit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
We actually wrote a song in Smash the Radio, and I think you and I performed it together without another guitar player, where we went through like 20 different styles of music live in front of people, and it ended with like Kansas.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the cheat sheet that I was looking at was just hilarious. It was
But
like
how do you
funk two
I
times,
love
rock three times.
I love smashing styles
the
of music
funky
together.
rock
Oh yeah, dude.
version.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he would come up with.
And then with the
literally-
tag and with the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
but it worked. Like we knew exactly what we were doing. And
Yeah.
anyone else would be like,
There is
"What
a
the hell
weird
is
thing
this?"
though, when you play with somebody for a long time, you do develop a literal vocabulary.
100%.
Where you could be like, no, it's the fucking, like you're saying, no, it's the maiden riff, dude. You know?
Exactly.
Like,
We know exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately, we're all there now. Like all four of us. Like we can just.
Yeah, that's definitely helpful.
UTO boys, where can we find and listen to some UTO tracks online?
Ask Justin.
Oh, Justin. Yeah, Justin's in charge of this.
I have rehearsals.
We had some live stuff we did during the pandemic and just before it, and then we.
You got a whole YouTube
wait.
I tell you what. Let's take a little break and we'll see if we can hunt that up. We'll take a break.
Okay, we're so underground you can't even find it, bro.
Sounds good.
It's so underground. It doesn't exist.
You need to show them to listen to our music.
Yes. It really has been. This is a stupid shtick we do where we're always like, man, it's been a hell of a week.
You're ruining the stupid shit.
It really has been a hell of a week this week, boys.
yeah.
Oh my god.
For so many important things going on in the world.
Yeah. Yes.
We're gonna get into none of that
Why don't
right
we
now.
talk about that?
Yeah, tell us about it, man.
What's happening?
All right, boys, let's cut right to the chase.
How do you really feel?
Dangerville Podcast presents News of the World.
Yes.
Yes,
All right,
ladies and
let's see
gentlemen.
what's going on.
Oh, my favorite.
Boys, first up on the docket, we've got Italian mystic may face trial after DNA match with blood on Virgin Mary statue.
Yeah.
You hear about this one? You sent me
Oh,
this
that's
one.
why I knew
yes.
about it.
Wait a minute.
All right, so run that back. Yeah.
Okay, so
DNA match
That's a lot.
with
That was a-
blood
I heard
on
Italian
the
and
statue.
Not much else.
so
DNA mixed with the blood that was already on the statue?
boys, this is
Hold
the
on, hold on,
preeminent news segment of our time. All
my-
questions will be answered.
Yes.
In due order here, gentlemen.
Dude jerks off on
A
statue.
self-styled mystic who drew hundreds of pilgrims to a town near Rome by claiming that a statue of the Virgin Mary wept tears of blood could face trial after DNA test indicated the blood was hers, gentlemen. A shocking turn of events in the Virgin Mary statue
Yeah, I
bleeding
was,
story.
I
yes.
was shocked. Yeah.
Oh, look at it, too. It's like, oh, my.
So what do they want to do now?
So, Andrew, as a resident Catholic, you should handle this. Go.
Oh, wait.
We'll hear the rest.
That's why he didn't laugh at my little kid's joke.
That's
I
an
get it now.
Italian joke.
No, I mean, come on. I'm the last person that you would
He's 100% Italian.
Gentlemen, the woman eventually admitted to the fraud and noted that if visitors wanted to witness a truly miraculous flow, they could visit her around the 26th of next month.
Unless she's on birth control or postmenopausal,
That's,
former hysterectomy. Okay.
And we've got so many more terrible
knee
jokes to go,
slapper.
boys. So settle in. Grab a Snickers if you've got one. Now is the time.
Andrew already had one earlier.
Prosecutors say golden toilet was stolen from English Palace, an audacious raid, boys.
Wow.
Yes.
Golden toilet.
The one-of-a-kind 18-karat gold toilet was swiped in under 5 minutes from Buckingham Palace, the sprawling English country mansion where British wartime leader Winston Churchill was born, gentlemen.
Wow.
Yes.
No shit. There's a lot going on. Look, he's got that fucking seat right there.
I got a question on that. How much is Winston Churchill's shit worth in gold?
I mean, can you put a price tag on it? Really? It's invaluable, gentlemen.
He had the ring. He had the seat in his hand.
Well, I like how.
Wait, is this the video of it?
Like, I like
Yeah,
that.
the dude just walked out with the fucking golden fucking shitter seat.
Where do you keep that? Do you still use it?
got it.
Look right here, check it out. He's got.
I like that they're not hauling ass. They're just like
That fucker. That's got to be worth so
They're just-
much money.
That's
slowly
such a
walking
casual
out.
saunter coming out of there.
Exactly right.
I think it'll be fine. Here, I like our chances. I feel good about
He's
this.
like,
well, and,
it's like, yeah, I'll carry your bag.
even as they were
outside.
packing up the car, they're just like, Well, yeah, if we don't move too fast, we might not get noticed.
But gentlemen, there is a bit of good news to this story. So fortunately, the thieves were unable to locate the mansion's most noteworthy piece of memorabilia, an image of Mrs. Churchill's golden shower. So that remains.
How much would that be worth? The image of her golden shower.
Oh,
man,
but that's
From Winston himself.
Bad, yeah.
What else?
Once again, I'm getting a little bit bricked up over here.
It's got to be artwork there.
Boys, a baby white rhino, Nova, makes her public debut at Belgian Zoo.
Aw.
Kind of a fun story, right?
Aw.
So baby white rhino Nova put on a show for visitors at a Belgian zoo Wednesday, making her public debut with a playful display of jumps alongside her mother.
Okay.
Pretty fun, pretty cute, yeah.
well, I mean, why she got to be white? Like, what's the deal?
I mean, the color of the rhino shouldn't matter in 2025.
Are we trying to push an agenda here?
To that point, gentlemen, when asked about the impressiveness of the white rhino's jumping ability, onlookers commented, "We actually hit the black rhino exhibit first, so..."
Nice.
Crowd seemed to like that one, beat him.
I don't know if that's punching down, but I'll allow it.
Gentlemen, Colombian police catch a man smuggling packets of cocaine under toupee. Yes. Colombian police apprehended a 40-year-old man attempting to smuggle several bags of cocaine concealed beneath a meticulously attached toupee.
Excellent.
Holy shit.
A lot of cocaine.
Authorities noted that it was an unusual discovery, stating that the thing most typically found hidden under a toupee is a very sad man.
Nicely done, dude.
Boys, punishment is expected to be stern, but pale in comparison to what we doled out by the fashion police.
I like that. It was. I like. This is featured on Fox News, so this is a representation of every immigrant coming across the border. They are all smuggling
220
cocaine in their
grams
toupees,
of cocaine with a street value of 10,000 euros. Boys. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a lot of blow.
Good job,
That's an
guys.
expensive wig right there.
Gentlemen, last but not least, dramatic horse rescue saves horse from icy pond in New York.
Oh, lots of feel good.
Well, and then a high note here, yeah, indeed. So a horse that fell through the ice of an upstate New York pond was saved by rescuers who pulled the animal free from the frigid water. Body camera footage from officers shows the men grunting and straining while engaged with the horse. Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh, no.
Additionally, they said it was pretty hard to pull it out of the water. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your...
I don't think anybody caught that.
It is a horse. Of course.
Boys, I got a couple more awesome things we got to talk about real quick here. Did you see this? A thief nabs pricey bulldog from a Colorado pet store after faking a seizure.
Whoa.
This is a coordinated attack. So
Great
this
idea.
dude fakes a seizure.
Yep.
His boys nab these baby bulldogs, which are worth like $4,500 a
Genius.
piece.
Textbook
And
out of
they
a movie.
cheese it. Yep.
I've
Best
done it
part
10
of the
times.
story. So they make their getaway.
There's
in
cameras?
Yes.
I know, like, what is
It's an
Everything's on
ill-conceived
camera.
heist, to be sure. But the best part about it, they make their getaway in a fucking
Oh my God.
gold Cadillac Escalade with tinted windows, which is the
They're
best.
stealing good buddies.
Wait.
Oh, those are bulldogs.
I'm asking.
He throws one.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Really expensive dogs in these weird cages inside a store
Not
in a
good.
mall.
Yeah, but I mean,
Depressing.
that is pretty
great.
sad and
Not a
weird
great
looking.
existence.
We gotta padlock them all, dude.
Are you gonna defend this? You gonna defend this little 4x4?
This
We're
is
gonna
kind
have
of
PETA all over our asses, bro. We're gonna be canceled before this pod even gets
That's
out.
the thieves' fault, dude. You can't blame the victims here.
Yeah, you should see what we do to cows, bro.
I know.
It's crazy.
I mean, everybody's got their own like.
I love that they're
moral
like,
thing
guys,
with
who
that.
doesn't like the
Kinda
victim
weird.
blame?
We gotta get away here. We
Come
gotta get a vehicle that's inconspicuous. Like Tommy, does your mom still have the gold Cadillac Escalade SUV with the tinted windows?
The only one in the whole state.
The one with the Bachman Turner overdrive bumper sticker and the fake testicles hanging off the ass.
They'll never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one would be great.
Yeah. So anyway, we booked those guys on the podcast for a couple years.
Can I watch?
Yeah. It's gonna make us look like a bunch of idiots.
Was
Guys are really smart.
Matt,
Was there
what's the gentleman's name from Fremont?
What do you do?
Fremont, Michigan.
Yeah, Fremont, Michigan.
Oh, the Slap Fest?
Yeah.
Brandon Bordeaux.
Where did he
Brandon Bordeaux. Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
You guys know about this slap fighting thing or whatever?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah, it's like a Dana White side hustle.
I guess
We're
some
starting a
dude in-
campaign on the Dangerville podcast to get him on. And he's he's fighting to be one of the champions. Is Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux?
Wait. What is this?
Yeah, he can take a slap.
Do you know what slap fighting
No, I
is?
don't know. It's
It's two guys that
It's like arm wrestling, but slapping
stand and
each
they
other.
just slap each other.
this is
one at a
great.
time
Yeah,
until
get it.
one of them falls over, basically.
I think I saw this as like some kind of old Nordic thing or something like
It
that.
should be.
It's all like modern UFC.
No,
dude.
it might have-
I love
it
the
might have
innocence of that
originated-
response, like being totally.
It's owned by
fighting.
It's owned by Dana White, who has a position in the Trump administration and also
100%.
slapped his wife on camera.
Yes, genius.
I wonder if that was to promote slap fighting.
No,
Or if that bitch just said something
It zoomed in
stupid.
on her face afterwards and it said slap fight.
I was just gonna
Well, no,
say.
he's leaning into it. He's like, much like Trump, lean into everything you know is
At
wrong.
this point, I don't even think it's
Double
a
down.
side project. I think it's a wildly lucrative actual
Oh, yeah.
business.
Oh,
Like, I
no,
think
no,
they're
it's
making
huge.
preposterous amounts of money.
I
at
see
this
slap
point.
fighting on ESPN Ocho.
My bad.
That sounded
That was perfect
That was, like
that-
one of our songs.
That sounded pretty good. That was Uto, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it sounded really good. Yeah.
That's rule. I can't believe you don't know. You don't know what slap fighting is, though. Or whatever. Is that even what you call it? Is that even
Well,
what
it's such a
Hey, by the way, Andrew is a legit doctor.
That's why I don't
He's
know.
kind of busy. You'd never guess this,
Talk about slap fighting.
but he's an actual fucking doctor.
All right, you guys ready to witness
The good
this?
news is that there's an entirely new market that highly needs your services.
No shit. There's plenty of them.
We need your help.
guys
Stitch
help.
a cheek better than thee. We need to come to me, Brandon. I'll be on the side of the ring with a sewing kit.
Brandon did not reply to our DMs.
This
so
guy's
we
local?
need to build some hype.
Yeah.
He's from Fremont, Michigan.
No shit.
Okay.
Let's go, Michigan.
I think the beard.
Let's go.
I think the beard helps.
Yeah, right. There should be
Absolutely,
no beard.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
beard. I swear it like slides off.
This is a real thing. So there's a dude in boxing who goes by the nickname Nova, who has a big ass beard, and they tried to get him to shave it because they said just
It
that
slides off his chin.
diminishes the impact of the blow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many fouls.
Which is a great sign of a mighty beard. If you've got a beard good enough to deflect an uppercut,
Oh, he went.
He stumbled.
He went
But,
cross-eyed.
You know, one of the telling things about this entire sport is there's nobody in the crowd.
Guys,
I was gonna say the same thing.
Holy shit! You're kidding. There's literally no one in the crowd.
This has got to be like.
This was during COVID.
Yeah.
No.
this is idiocracy. Stop this. That works. Everybody, let's
but wait.
speak against it.
you
No, we want him on the podcast. You're not helping.
Wait, no, Andrew.
Andrew,
Wait, step down a sec.
he's from Fremont.
We want Bordeaux on this podcast.
I am.
The title which we have yet to see.
this is among the finest displays of human potential that's
I have
out
seen
there, gentlemen. This is-
professional pillow fighting as well, and I hope that he can make his way into the pillow fighting world too.
I shed a tear for this
professional pillow fighting.
Oh, yeah,
sounds
no,
kinda
it's on
hot, from
ESP
being
too.
honest, yeah.
Apparently that's the thing. Never been knocked out.
All right, so he's gonna get. This is our guy, right?
My guess is he's gonna get slapped.
Let's go right in.
comes the Ripper.
Look at the form, the tucked chin, unfazed.
He's not phased. He's not phased.
He's like, hell yeah, my dad hit me every night. I can take that.
Wait, you were gonna go there? Okay, I was waiting to go there. But you went first.
Right.
What is
Kill that though, because they won't allow us to play this on YouTube or.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get.
Unfortunately. Also,
Hey,
I
you're
can't
allowed
hear
to react to
anything.
things,
It's
right?
okay.
I don't know what the deal is, dude.
I think you're allowed to
No,
react.
but they flag anytime we like do this.
No
kind of
shit.
Stuff, they, like,
I thought I heard you could react to anything.
Reaction
I can't
videos.
figure out the rules, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Whether it's playing
It's
Leprechaun 4 or
Yeah.
Leprechaun 3, it gets
Yeah.
pulled every time. Yeah.
Nice leprechaun
So
reference
anyway,
there.
shout out to
Appreciate
what's his name,
that.
Brandon Bordeaux.
Brandon.
Fremont, Michigan. Let's go.
Fremont, Michigan.
Yeah, we
representing.
want him on the
Tell you
pod.
what, hey Brandon, right now I'm gonna book a show at 20 Monroe. We'll be playing, but if you go on this podcast, you can do a slap
Yeah, you guys should.
fest on the stage at 20
yes,
Monroe.
you guys should be.
Oh,
Wow.
He gets to slap
Ross.
Ross has agreed.
Slap Ross.
Ross has agreed.
We will. We have agreed.
I'll throw it on.
We're out
Are you
there.
serious?
A 20-minute interlude between bands.
Fuck that.
We will make it for the crowd. It'll be awesome.
Reflect the penance of Udo.
I mean, boys, when you're crafting news jokes like these, you need every brain cell firing at the highest level of functionality possible. I mean, the stuff doesn't write itself.
The immediate CTE or whatever. These freaking guys. Yeah.
I think I got slight CTE from skateboarding without a helmet since I was like 12.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen, dude.
Yeah, take a lot of falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I broke my arm on a skateboard once. That was the end of my skateboarding career. Me and him were at a playground. I went down a slide on your board.
And just Superman it right to your elbow or
I went
to your
literally about half a foot before I fell over the edge of the slide.
In fairness,
So you hit the side and like
Came down like this. Yeah, Superman.
In all skateboarding videos, people usually go down slides.
Yeah,
Actually, they don't.
yes, talented
That's,
people in
They
skateboarding.
usually go down.
They don't do
Right.
that. Yeah.
Sometimes they go up.
That was a bad idea.
In fairness, dude, the first 6 inches of that board slide was sick.
This was before the gram too. I could have got huge.
Oh, yeah.
That one went viral for sure. You were saying a little bit ago we got to throw a little RIP pouring out for our boy Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
And his must have been his dog.
It must have been carbon monoxide.
It's either,
No, Weird Al's parents.
It must have been the dog that was locked in the
what
kennel.
if the dog did kill him? What if it was the
No, the
dog?
wife and the dogs were also found in addition to Hackman.
So it was either a suicide pact.
Like a massive suicide pact
Or-
with the animals.
Right, murder, suicide.
Just one dog. It's just one dog.
Murder, suicide.
Which is bad enough. I'm just saying it wasn't like a whole bunch of. Not that I saw it.
Just the worst dog.
Just the one that shit on the carpet all the time. The other dogs they live.
They drew straws. Rover came up short.
Have you seen a
unfortunate turn
Hollywood
of
mansion?
events.
Tons of windows. Carbon monoxide.
Yeah, I'm calling suicide.
I'm
pact.
thinking,
Suicide.
Dude, he could have left a steak on the stove,
dude, no way.
and then the dog was just turning all the knobs
oh yeah.
on the burners and just let it go for
solved it, bro.
all night
Holy
long.
cow.
It could have been a real Rube Goldberg situation.
What if it was more of like a Homeward Bound, where maybe the dog had to come home first?
Right. That's a valid point.
Yeah, I guess.
Said though that they were like already like mummified. They'd been there for a while.
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean,
Oh wait. Maybe it's like there's a comet coming, and they bought into that old suicide pact with the
they were members
went
of
full
the
Heaven's
Gate,
Gate.
dude. They were
Heaven's Gate,
Heaven's
but
Gate.
they actually knew the real date.
Not
And
the
real
bad-
date
not
Well, no,
was
there's
them.
some planetary alignment right now where all planets
Yeah,
are aligned.
last night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We
I'm just saying.
not the bad lieutenant.
I'm not saying it was
No.
that.
They
but it was
mummified
that.
themselves
So,
to be
okay.
ready to be
Not
taken
Judas.
Two things here.
Well,
One,
no,
Heaven's
wait,
Gate
it was
still
Hellbop
apparently
is coming.
It was
has a
Hellbop,
fucking
yeah.
I
website.
don't know very many more.
Hellbop is coming.
This appears to be unupdated from
Yeah, who's Heaven's
circa
Gate's
98.
webmaster?
Well, the problem is NASA doesn't want to tell you the truth. Okay, that's the problem. Number one. All right.
Back to
There isn't a number.
back to Gene Hackman though.
Heaven's Gate has the fucking Green Bay Packers fucking emblem on the top. He looks just like it.
Go Gate, go, man.
Go Gate, yeah.
Go Gators.
But no, they tested for both gas and carbon monoxide. Found neither.
But,
See, I didn't know that.
But if
I
they were
just
there
saw-
for a long time, it's possible that at that point
Yeah.
it invented some other way.
Wait a minute, was
No,
he?
because it'd still be on, like whatever it was.
Yeah, you're
was,
right.
was Gene Hackman in any of the Mummy movies?
Well,
because like maybe,
Sadly, he was not.
maybe,
not. I
maybe
can
emo
confirm.
dude
He was in
has-
Young Frankenstein.
He was in so many good movies.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Emotep's, like, Revenge.
What's your favorite Gene Hackman movie?
I wanted to ask
Who's
that.
yours? Bad Lieutenant.
Royal Tenenbaums, man.
Oh,
Bad
Tenenbaums is
Bad
a good
Lieutenant.
Bad Lieutenant. I haven't seen that.
Shout out to the
Gotta watch it.
Conversation, circa 70.
Which one?
No, the Conversation.
The Conversation,
Okay.
yeah. Where
Best
he's-
Picture, I
he
believe,
picks up. Yeah, I saw that one. That was amazing.
Gene Hackman fucking
The Last Temptation of Christ.
He's in that. I've actually never
With
seen
Willem
that.
Dafoe.
Yeah, I've weirdly never seen
Gene
that.
Hackman's role, pretty
I'm going to
amazing.
throw a deep cut here. The 1995-ish
Enemy of the State.
movie with
Enemy
Will
of the
Smith.
State.
Enemy of the State.
It's a good movie.
That movie
Holds up, dude.
It's so fun, man. Tony Scott fucking
He plays a
dominates,
really
dude.
good bad guy. He plays a
Yeah,
really good,
yeah.
like...
Is he the bad guy in Speed too? No, that's
Dude,
that's Dennis
he
Hopper.
plays Andrew.
Yeah.
He plays Judas
Oh,
in The Last Temptation
I
of
didn't know
Christ.
that.
Did he really?
Which one?
Interesting.
The narc.
I always saw that movie. And I
Yeah,
was
we
like,
know who Judas is.
He gives him up.
And boys, the most glorious
You should
villain
see
of them
it
all.
because
Tell all my Catholics.
He's
Lest we forget Les Luthor.
Oh, Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor. Oh, I thought he was... Yeah,
dude, that was fucking horrible. That was the shittiest fucking role he's ever done.
Wait a minute. Slow down there.
No, he's
That's
good.
That Superman was a
But
good movie.
Last Temptation of Christ, the soundtrack is all Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel and
I know what are you doing.
I know, but you're so meticulous making sure you didn't hurt the headphones. That I was like,
Fully committed to the act.
don't talk shit about Lex Luthor.
Thank you. I commit.
I hit a nerve with Lex Luthor.
Gene Hackman, bro.
One of his
man.
most
The
prominent roles.
Unforgiven, which was his other
yeah,
Oscar.
you're right. That would be number. That would easily be a top.
That's the other
top
one he
three.
won.
Yeah.
No matter what, he pretty much is
He's dominant.
100% a badass.
Hackman owns, dude.
He was in, it said, over 100 movies or something.
Holy
like
shit.
that. And
It's like Nick Cage.
he was like 90. He's 95, but his wife was only like 63 or something.
Well, come on.
Well, that's-
I know, but I'm
Gene
saying-
Hackman. Would you expect any less from Gene
I'm not
Hackman? is the
saying that. I'm
question.
talking about them dying right now, where it's like, well, he's 95, so it's kind of like whatever happened, he was 95,
Right.
and he was Gene Hackman, like where it's
Well,
like,
he-
she may have had some years left,
Yeah, well,
so.
maybe she was
Well,
like,
this-
I can't do this anymore.
The snake people took him out. The FBI snake
Lizard people.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how hard it is to turn down
This is
like
their-
the overtures of a Gene Hackman
In his prime,
dual
dude.
suicide monologue? Like, I'm committing to that fully.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, Gene Hackman just laying it down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
He
in.
didn't- He
I'm
didn't,
in. I'm
he didn't
sold.
leave like a monologue like, we have become mummies to protest the entire scene.
No, he would have left, all kinds of manifesto or like you would have.
The best
If that
monologue.
was, he left a manifesto.
If
dude.
there was a.
Gene Hackman needs a manifesto.
I think it was okay.
Wouldn't it be sad if nobody found it? Like,
I think
but nobody found it and it's just there.
Yes, that would be the side.
You missed that one, dude.
I think it was possible that he was murdered
Yeah.
because he was about to reveal the truth.
The enemy of the state.
Yeah.
one of many truths. Hey, he was 95.
Yeah.
Was he really 95?
Oh, yeah.
95.
That's a good run.
Holy
Good run, boys.
shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
He knew some things.
I mean, you remember when Anna Nicole Smith was murdered by the Bush administration? It's the same thing.
Remember
It's
that?
just-
Because they made money off of fucking
marked on my calendar.
whatever pills she was fucking overdosing on.
No. They started the Iraq War the next day, and
blame it all
tomorrow
on her.
we're gonna go to war. So just get ready.
Oh.
We're not going to war tomorrow. But this spring there is going to be a IMF bomb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, what is an
back to
IMF?
Gene.
They're gonna use like an EMP bomb
Next
to activate all the frequencies in all of us that took the vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so all the metal
yes.
in our body is going to activate.
this is it.
Have you ever put tinfoil in a microwave? That's going to be you.
I got it.
Sounds like kind of a Magneto
I had
situation.
five vaccines. I'll be a pile of dust.
Operation.
You're gonna be
be like Spider-Man in Avengers, where he's like, "No, Mr. Stark."
Yes. The microchips will control my brain to do something. But
I hope I'm an Amazon driver or something cool. Like I hope I can see the sun still.
That would be sweet. Yeah,
I just hope I can still see the outside world when I become a drone. I just hope I get out and about a little bit. You know what I mean? I just want to get out and about a little bit.
Yes, yeah. Your personality's put into the Amazon drone. I like that.
For Christ's sake, just making a solar powered drone. Like that's my one.
The only way that
I'm a
drones
solar
will
powered
work
drone.
if human intelligence is put into it from actual humans.
They do that now. They have actual brain DNA that they grew in a lab in like a jelly ball, and they integrate it with artificial intelligence databases.
I want that to be real.
Yes, they already have that. Yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah.
they already have that, dude. What are you talking about?
Humans are canceled. Yeah. We don't need them anymore.
Dude, you don't want to look into the future.
cute little bottle of
It's not
Patron.
healthy for your mental
it's
health.
tequila. Yeah.
It's good tequila.
That is a classy looking bottle.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
is.
Pass it
That's a
around.
gentleman's bottle of tequila.
I can't fuck with tequila, man.
I can't fuck with any tequila except for good clear tequila.
What? You drink tequila? You drink tequila?
You drink this, and
Yeah.
did you know it was tequila?
I can see now.
I don't
that
like
it's
it.
that
I
little
don't
bottle.
like it. Like.
But
I
this
just
is like
can't
smooth.
It
That
doesn't
is-
matter. It still
it's-
tastes like tequila.
It's
dude.
smooth, but
No,
I
not
can
even.
taste the tequila.
This doesn't.
You guys ever tried mezcal or whatever?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, you guys certainly would have been California and Hawaii and all that shit. But
Yeah.
like, the only time I ever had it was like in Mexico. You know,
Well,
I'm
no,
sure you can buy it
but no,
anywhere,
you just
but-
take the mescal in, and you just eat that. You take that whole cactus, you go, and then for like 5 days,
is
you're
that,
grabbing a
is
handful
that
of
why it's
San
called
Pedro
mezcal?
again
It's
after?
made from that cactus or something?
I have no idea.
perhaps.
It seems unlikely.
I thought you had some mad knowledge on
No,
that.
he just made that up.
It's usually agave
But
or
actually,
some shit.
I thought it was just tequila. They basically like smoke, like you smoke whiskey to make scotch kind of
But
thing.
tequila comes from cactus.
Yeah, it's agave.
But mezcal
It's
maybe
also a
comes
cactus,
from
that's what I'm saying.
mezcal cactus.
Yeah, you could be right.
On my 40th birthday, I had somebody bring a mezcal cactus to my house.
Really?
And we were all there, and we made a giant tea out of it, and we all tripped balls.
Nice,
So,
nice.
yes, it's a cactus. It's awesome.
Yeah, probably.
Allegedly.
I had something else to say on that mezcal thing there.
It's very smoky, very smoky, and then you see oblivion.
I think the thing I was going to say is it's terrible. I can't do it.
I can't do any dark colored tequila. It's got to be super clear, clean, silver.
That smoke flavor on anything's an acquired taste, man. Mezcal, scotch, any of that stuff. Like, it's a whole
I got
different ballgame when you
this
get
thing
that.
just for Christmas. It's a cocktail smoker. I haven't tried it yet. Did you do?
Cocktail smokers are great.
That's
It kind of
a
like
good one.
infuses
Yeah,
it.
we did it
like-
once.
Absolute game changer.
yeah.
I had one of those up the other day.
It's like a
Very
little
nice.
thing, and there's hardwood in here. Little
it
chips of
smokes
hardwood. You
into
put it
the,
you smoke a cocktail. You like put it over
Nice.
One of those
thing.
Traeger smokers. Yeah. That's
Gotta
cool.
bust it out.
Things are super rad.
I
Really
like a
taking that
good-
barkeeping game up a notch.
Good rye, bourbon.
Yeah, that's kind of my jam too. Is the whiskey.
Rye's the way to go, baby.
Usually that's what we're drinking
Whistle
here.
Pig. That shit's good.
Yeah, we've had that. Yeah,
It's expensive, but it's good.
Yeah.
There's another
good shit.
one. It's named after the shooter dude. What is it? Rittenhouse.
Oh God. Okay. I was gonna say Luigi.
But this
Wait a second, what?
it's like a rye bourbon. It has nothing to do with that
Yeah, it's just a
dude.
name. That's
It's
just a
not
name.
his.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's the only way I can remember it.
He's got his
I'm like,
little
what's
line of
that?
whiskey, sure.
Oh, Rittenhouse. But it's really good. It's
He's
like,
selling whiskey and
Put it on-
ARs or
you know, a round cube in a rocks glass. Or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Pick one. What? Yeah. Wait, the one on the right.
All right. Okay. Murder, fuck, kill. Go.
Oh, damn. Are these the Menendez brothers? Are they back?
No, this is
I watched, there's a documentary they just put out on HBO about this Luigi kid. It's like 45 minutes long. And I totally watched it and there's a lot. Like they go, bend to his whole fucking backstory and all that shit. And I was like,
so he grew up on a yacht and then he lived on blow and then he murdered 30 women.
I don't know anything about it. It is like mom had cancer or something.
No, I just made that up.
No, this is, you guys know what we're talking about here.
Dangerville podcast does not condone murdering people
No, he's
to solve financial disputes.
Hold on. What were you saying?
No, he used to sing with Harry Styles. He was in that One Direction band, right? Is this the guy?
He could have. One Direction?
He definitely could have.
Are you just making all of this up? Was Harry Styles in One Direction? I
thought he was.
Yes, he was.
No, I'm sorry.
No idea.
The brothers, whatever the
Menendez brothers.
No, the pop.
The Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers.
Same thing.
Harry Styles
He could be
Jonas Brothers? I thought they were all Jonas Brothers.
He looks like a Jonas brother.
I'm so confused. Yeah.
I'm convinced that they're all one and the
Very
same.
misleading name in retrospect.
Hold on, are we saying these two are equal because the guy
No.
is much more virtuous
One
than
was.
the one on the other.
They were both.
Oh, here we go.
There he is. He's right
They
over
both
there. Yeah.
premeditatively took firearms to a place where you shouldn't have had.
One of them killed an evil bad guy.
And the other one's an Ewok.
That's a big freaking difference. The one.
I don't understand.
You should watch that doc though, because it's a tough.
Oh wait, is this the guy that murdered the guy from
Apparently, Rittenhouse killed an evil bad guy too.
United Health CEO who denies so many claims that 36,000 people a year die.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
So
wait.
He's a mass murderer.
He's like a baby Hitler.
Let's give Andrew the floor right here. He's going to talk about how him being killed was okay. Go ahead.
Okay, rationalization. If you're looking at trying to say, hey, I want to end Hitler's life because he's killing millions of people. Okay, what number is great enough to stop somebody at the top from killing lots of people? What number?
Two.
Like, is it 2? Okay, so this is 36,000 per year.
It's a hard thing, dude. Honestly, I had all those same arguments, but you watch the footage and you're like, oh, this is also cold-blooded murder. Let's not forget that.
It's an execution. It's a cold
execution. Dude.
It's a cold-blooded assassination.
Oh yeah, there you go. Assassination.
It's an assassination.
This is murder.
Andrew, I have a question
but
for you.
You have to ask yourself, would you try to assassinate?
Hang on.
Oh, there you go.
This
Nice.
is
Nice. I like that. That's funny.
I understand
one's
So
your
whenever-
kid, the other ones are people you don't know.
What Andrew's saying,
Who's gonna drive the trolley?
I can't wait to take
what Andrew's
this
saying
to
is
the next
when
level.
they
on this.
stabbed
Can't wait.
Caesar, was it a good idea or a bad idea?
There's an inherent flaw in the logic. Dude. Your problem is not with the man. Your problem should be with the system.
The system is
because there will be some exact guy that comes in.
I know,
and
but
does the exact same thing.
you're looking at it in a microcosm. You're looking at it saying,
I'm looking at it in a macrocosm.
No, micro.
Only a certain type of person wants that position, though.
You're saying right now that if
you're knowledgeable about it.
the idea that you can take out somebody that's doing something wrong, you can say that act in itself would say, oh, we can go there.
You're equating two very dissimilar things.
Hey, wait, Andrew, let's not get canceled just
if
on
you
this
start looking at people
carried away here.
I wanted to dive into this in particular. Because what you're looking at are people that are equal to each other, 1 to 5. That's called utilitarianism.
Is this a Milo worker?
No. One is a loved one, and the other ones are people they don't know.
No.
And why does that guy have a skip it in his hand?
Which one do you do?
There is no definition.
You're going to save your child, or you're going to kill 5 people to save your child, or you're going to kill your child and save 5 people.
It's not the same thing because
that's what that is.
No. This is utilitarianism. Is that would you kill 1 to save 5?
Well, yeah, that's what I was just saying.
No, that's different than killing somebody that has murdered many people versus killing somebody who is just riding a skateboard.
All I gotta say is
different. You cannot.
We got your opinion. We understand. We're not against that. We understand that side.
100%,
dude. We all get it.
Fair.
Hey, you know what they say? Hurt people.
Yeah.
false equivalency is what I say.
You know what
that is.
UTO doesn't advocate is murdering CEOs of giant corporations. Right here, I'm just
That's a firm
putting it out
stance,
there.
boy.
We are able to argue the logic.
We're
of
all
it.
about
Well, no,
murdering
we're not
deer and fish. That's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, okay.
Do you guys?
So we can feed each other.
Do you hunt?
I fish once in a while.
No,
Okay, I thought you were
actually-
like saying you were like a serious hunter or something.
Not even close. But I love some venison.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us
Half
do
of my
that.
family, avid hunters. I love some venison.
Same.
So if anybody would like to do the hard work of actually harvesting the animal, I would also take you up on some of this free venison. for sure,
100%.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hey, Ross, can I ask you a question?
You sure can.
Okay, so we played a show together, right?
We did to each other as each other's audience.
It was fucking awesome, by the way.
I really liked your band, and I thought when you came out without a drummer and then like a digital drummer, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, you guys pulled
And
it off.
cool.
Awesome.
But let me ask this question: when you saw UTO, what was your initial thought?
He already said.
Yeah, my initial thought was I don't know how a better way to answer.
one more time.
Yeah.
Let's talk
You
about
want to know if it was pleasant to your ears
what
right
I-
off the bat, not necessarily what did it
I'm sorry,
sound like.
I'm bringing it back to the band. I apologize for that, but like what? I know you obviously brought us on here, but what did you really think of us?
I feel like you need some Goodwill Hunting Robin Williams style love right now. That's not your fault. That's not your fault.
Yeah,
That's it.
no, he needs. It is your fault.
Yeah, my initial reaction was like, it was exactly what I thought you were going to be. First of all, I knew kind of in a way. I was like, these guys are going to be weird and cool.
And we
Like,
held up to the weird cool.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, it's just going to get weird.
Hey,
I know it's going to happen.
you said cool. That's good enough for me.
Well, hold on.
I mean, I'm a prog rock dude, really, at heart, or whatever. I
Yeah,
mean,
you got Pucifier, you got
Yeah,
a Perfect Circle. Hell
those,
yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, but I love lots of different shit. I mean, I love a lot of pop music and shit too, and whatever. But like, yeah,
We do too. We love all
this
kinds
is-
of shit.
I don't believe really
Ross
in,
went
like,
to the
genre
Justin
thing.
Timberlake show at the
I
Van
did.
Andel Arena in Grand
I
Rapids,
should review
Michigan,
that.
just a few weeks
I
ago.
just caught that Timberlake.
Did you
shit.
really?
Just got
I'm a
that.
huge Justin Timberlake fan, dude.
Hey,
You know what,
he's kind of a badass.
So good, dude. Absolutely
on this
crushed it.
podcast right now, I'll admit that I do love what's her name?
What?
Oh no, what's her name?
You love her? Did you
chick.
just?
Lady Gaga,
It was a
love
one night
Lady
stand.
Gaga,
Oh my,
It was
I lost my mind.
I love her, but I don't know her.
Ariana Grande.
No, the super chick. You know,
The super.
too many beers.
She's super.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, you like
Lady Gaga.
No, it's the
The English one,
Billie Eilish.
no, it's the other
Madonna.
one. No, it's the other one.
It's Madonna.
It's the other one. It's
She's
Demi
Lovato.
Stadium. She's a
female pop
zillionaire.
artist of our time.
She's dating the football player.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Fucking kidding me? Are you fucking?
Easy dub.
Right.
Easy dub.
Hey, chill out over there, bro.
Easy buddy.
All the
Okay.
We got a Swiftie.
I'm just saying.
He could not tell you one of her fucking songs.
What?
I don't really know
All I'm
most
saying,
of her songs.
Hey, I don't think she does
I just
either.
want to
I think other people write them for her.
I'm a Swiftie.
I'm sorry. As a music writer, I think she does a pretty good job.
Yeah, but is it her doing a good
was an
job,
awful lot of
or is it a
build-up
bunch of
for
other
that.
people writing her shit?
Taylor Swift, dude.
Does respectable job.
I'll bet you she can.
No, we were talking about people.
You know
like,
she's gotta be a good
admitting
songwriter.
their faults.
You can't make it that far without being able to write a tune.
No, she does write it. I'm like, I'll give her a hall pass.
Well, I don't know, but I don't think she writes all her songs.
I think she does. That's always
she
been my
does.
thing about
They
her. Is
claim-
I'm not a big fan, but like,
claim,
you
but
gotta
it's
respect
she
her.
also has
later and stuff.
producers
You know, it
and
doesn't
all
matter.
kinds
And
of teams and
$1
shit.
billion.
You know, like she showed up with Nashville.
I got
and Nashville
nothing
with a
against Taylor
guitar.
Swift, dude,
and
you know?
No, I got nothing against her either.
she made her own way.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm defending her because somebody
I
else.
don't think she needs defending, dude.
Somebody else is defending somebody else,
well,
right?
She seems like she's doing all right.
apparently.
Are you a Swiftie back there?
No, sir.
He was gonna fucking put a gun in his mouth when you said that.
When you
just
said you
went
couldn't
full leave
remember
Britney
Taylor
alone
Swift,
right
or
there.
you said she was some random British
Right,
pop
that
star,
is enough to be like,
I just
all right.
lost my mind because I just can't believe you haven't seen her everywhere to the point where you've already lost your mind years ago, like me.
Here's the thing: I don't actually know any of her songs.
We don't either,
but it's like
we don't. I haven't had cable in 15 years. I do not listen to any radio station except for like the local college or the 88.1 or whatever. I'm like a weirdo when it comes to that. Like I don't know any hits.
An 11-year-old
He's got an 11-year-old daughter.
I have an 11-year-old daughter.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah,
She's into T Swift.
who's an awesome drummer.
Who
by the
is
way.
not into T Swift,
Okay,
but all her
okay.
friends are. And she's like, I don't like Taylor Swift. I'm like, well, I kind of do.
How do you walk her through that minefield?
I know. I try to play it cool.
I love your daughter even more now because she's just
doesn't
such
like
an
'em.
individual. She's so fucking cool.
Is she into Chaperone yet?
No, not yet.
I haven't heard that either. I've only like seen pictures of her. I don't know what she actually likes.
That's the shit, dude.
I got,
That's
I got,
good.
I got 11-year-old
It's
daughter.
actually,
I've heard
it's actually good. Yes, it is good.
Like I said, I don't know all kinds of pop shit.
I don't want it to be
I'm
good,
the guy
but
that
it
went
is
to the
good.
Justin Timberlake show
okay.
a week
She
ago.
has a bunch of songs about
week
how
ago?
awesome it is
Yeah, it
to
was just
sleep with
last
other
week.
women and not
Was it
men.
good?
It was
So
killer.
it kind
I've
of
seen it
pisses
twice
me off,
now.
but
I'm
it's
a
awesome at the
big
same
fan.
time.
Can we get an update on this JT show? I need to hear it.
We're all music nerds. We appreciate if
Let
it's,
me review
if
the
it's done
JT show a
well.
little bit here. I mean, it's done super well. Obviously, it's a mega budget,
Huge production.
Honestly, the production, but like the production was significantly darker on this show than it was on the last show, and like in a surprising kind of
So
way.
more individualistic, not like so broad. Like
it was
please the masses.
It was this whole theme of like there was this like weird portal door thing behind him, and it was like all the visuals like revolved around.
Boys,
this,
not
like,
since
portal.
No Strings Attached has JT gone this dark for a performance.
The other thing that ruled about the show was, I mean, obviously it's killer performance. His band is fucking insane, you know.
Oh, it's gotta be the best musicians
It's
ever.
unbelievable.
You gotta
know,
respect.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love those songs. I know all those songs. I'm a huge fucking fan. But
Anyone that can play it, like
he's super interactive with the crowd. Like not afraid to like get in there
he's
with
a
everybody.
performer,
Like,
Yeah.
through and
let
through.
people,
Yeah.
like,
Are we still talking about JT?
What are we talking about?
Justin
He
Timberlake,
just saw him a week ago.
Oh yeah.
who was just here last week.
He's a genius, right?
You know you got to get.
It'd
on
be
and
like
say-
Andy Samberg, like, oh, we're going to see Andy Samberg. You know, like it's like the same thing.
I just found out that actor was in Mickey Mouse Club with him. The really good one, Ryan Gosling.
Mouse.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Britney Spears too.
That's so cool.
And Christina Aguilera, they're all in the same ring.
Here's so much.
Yeah.
This must be the very, very beginning. Of
There were
the
like
thing or
20
whatever.
semis downtown. It was crazy.
Oh, this was downtown.
Was that
Well,
the
Van
band?
Andel.
Oh yeah.
I
went.
just saw
happened.
Justin Timberlake.
Van
last
Andel.
night.
Are you still kind of rattled?
A little bit.
Wait, you saw it?
The production must.
Dude,
It's gotta be
I would go see that.
overwhelming.
That's awesome.
We've been talking about.
So like,
This thing's done off the rails at this point.
It's gotta be overwhelming.
So,
like,
like-
the production of all that
So
shit.
wait a
minute, hold the phone
Sit down. Wait, he was just here.
Were
Yes.
you there? This is you filming it?
No, that's
That was me.
This is at the Van
I was
Andel
there
one.
filming Ross watching it.
Oh, that's great. He's right. He's got
That would be amazing. I wish you did have that.
he's the one in the front row.
They got a second stage
look
in the
at him, he's
back,
tearing
so he
up,
doesn't
like
have
zooming
to
in on
show
his
the
face.
back, so it's like kind of like on either side of the floor of the arena.
So
That's
Ross, I'm
pretty
right
dope.
there with you. I do think those guys are badass.
Yeah, it's
I think you're right.
insane, dude.
Yeah.
Bill Butcher.
I saw The Weeknd last year too, which was
Oh, dude.
which was also pretty dope. It was pretty.
Yeah,
sick. I
you're
liked it.
lucky.
Yeah. I wasn't lucky.
So-
I paid out my ass for it. It was expensive.
Well, I mean that you were able to see him
Yeah,
still.
agreed. It was dope.
So actually, it kind of leads into something that I
How
want
did you
to I want to
feel?
talk about.
Go ahead.
So in Grand Rapids, like you play in a band, we play in a band, we play in bands forever. The underage scene.
All ages.
I'm sorry. The all ages scene, right?
All I know is like Skeleton.
Has been seriously underrepresented.
Skeletons.
All ages underrepresented.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
In Grand Rapids, with all the bands that are in Grand Rapids, and if you remember when you grew up,
You're right.
and
There's not a lot of shows
Stone Soup. You had
that people could just go
all
see.
these bars.
Is this Justin Timberlake?
What's your question? Are you saying that they don't have like shows anymore for
No, that's
No,
that's
point.
Justin Little Wink.
I'm trying to say. Dangerville is pretty tiny.
Not this guy.
Oh yeah, it's tiny package thing there.
What I'm trying to bring it back to is that, like, at that show, there's tons of little kids, right? But
At the Timberlake show?
This isn't getting any better with this guy.
No, it wasn't.
It
at all.
sounded
It's all-
really bad.
It's all 40-year-old people. The little kids do not care about Justin Timberlake.
No, we're not talking about. He's not talking about little kids. He's talking about people that are up and coming musicians,
like tweens.
that can't go to the bars to watch really good musicians.
Which, when I grew up here in
local.
Grand Rapids, GRD and had all these all ages shows where everybody could go see the bands, right?
Yeah, you can get
And I think
inspired
that
and
the underrepresented group in Grand Rapids is the all ages crowd.
Okay.
And we, as band members, only just play at bars.
right.
Yeah,
they
it's like the
can't.
only place to play.
Yeah, they can't ever see us, but there is other places to play.
So the other night I saw Brother Wolf play at Mulligan's, and a band called Plate opened up for them, and they're 20, and they were amazing. They sounded like a 90s revival with a Primus bass player.
Okay.
And I'm like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
And they're
they're
like, we're
20.
a new band in Grand Rapids and we're up and coming, but we're 20, we're underage. And I say, where do you play? And they say, we play at house shows, we play at Skeletones, we play
Right,
at the
but that's
underage
what we
crowd.
all did when we were coming up
Yes,
too.
right? And so, like, I have this kind of vision where we have all moved away from playing to the kids that actually could give a shit about our music. And all we want to do now is
Right,
play to drunk people that will
we could
appreciate our music.
Right. Okay.
show them how it's done, so to speak. Meaning, like we all have tons of years under our belt.
And
like,
since Eris died with GRD and all that, and all this all ages show, that whole Grand Rapids scene has not existed. And the young people, God, that sounds dumb.
well, no, there is a separation.
The younger kids
It
have
makes
created
sense.
their own scene underneath us.
Yeah, of course.
And what hasn't happened is the bands up here have not gone down to play with the kids down
But
there.
at the same time,
makes
the
sense.
bands up here still really aren't up here.
Well, no.
Where are we coming down from?
No,
We're
no.
not
Experience. Yeah.
I had this idea,
But it's true
and
because-
I contacted like Moto, and I contacted Brother Wolf, and I contacted all these other bands and said, "What if we played like an all ages show?" You know?
Yeah, because we grew up going to
we
shows.
used to play, hall shows,
we were way too young,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we would
We're like
go
kids.
to see shows. And everybody, these guys were from out of state, and they were in their fucking 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
but it inspired us when we were kids.
Well, yeah, like because there used
Like
to be
the Ice
there
Picks,
used to be
like we
Stone
used to go
Soup.
there all the
There used
time.
to
For
be-
sure. Yeah.
There used to be Reptile House and Stone Soup and all that,
Yeah.
where like
Yeah.
if you could sneak in underage, you can get in there. But
Yeah, and all age. I
lately,
like all
These
ages.
guys have entered the mentor stage of life.
well,
We are
it's
getting
not-
old.
That's
Generativity.
You're not wrong.
It's not a mentor stage.
We're
It's
getting
like,
old.
I see that we're only playing to like drunk people at bars. You know,
Yeah.
And-
or to
and-
the other band, like we.
or to their band, right? And I've played all ages show in the past, and it's the best experience ever.
Yeah, we
because,
did
like,
one at this thing called the Gothic Underground this last summer, and it was this crazy house show in Muskegon, or like this like. I don't know, it's this dude who puts together like a goth night kind of.
Was it cool, though? Like-
we're sort of, well, even though we're not goth at all, we're a little bit goth adjacent because there's not a ton of industrial like bands around here or whatever. So we got like,
that's
nice.
good. Jamming.
But-
I like
so
it.
like we went, and it was it actually we rolled up and we were like, oh my god,
Reminded you of high school.
No, we were just like, this is going to be the worst thing that's ever happened. We were just like, I can't believe we're in. We were like, it was like, should we bail? Like,
Right.
and then it ended up being awesome because there was just a ton of people. And it was like,
Yeah.
it
I
sounded
love
like
it.
shit, and it was a house show, but like a lot of people were there, so we were like, it would actually
Right, and it's an
really-
experience that they wouldn't have had otherwise.
And there's-
We
you
actually
know.
brought him on the podcast, the guy that organizes it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And actually, in your next podcast, there's a whole series of house shows in Kalamazoo.
Yeah,
which
I know
are
that there's kind of a scene happening there.
Yes.
Like these, like,
Oh, yeah.
you have to know where they are, kind
Yeah.
of.
well, so like
Clubs and shit.
I just saw what we were doing. All of us in the music in Grand Rapids, we're playing at bars,
Yeah.
and I remember
When we were kids.
the times we played for all ages under all ages groups, and those sons of bitches love your music more than anything.
Yeah.
Like anything ever, and they buy all your merch.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my god, I got a patch from the band I saw.
Well,
and I'm
they get
19,
to see
right, and it's like
they get to see a fluidness and confidence of how we play music because we've been doing it for so long.
And they're already doing it with their own, like, like younger bands in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want all of us as like bands that play up here to pierce that scene and go backwards and play.
Yeah. Well, Skeletones is kind of maybe probably a spot. I mean, that's always all ages.
And the DAC, but
I was gonna say too. Yeah, I know they're doing stuff at the DAC. Yep.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Which is not far from here, really.
No, but it's something I've recently like kind of been obsessed with because I'm harkening back to like the times that when I was 18.
Yeah.
And I didn't play bass guitar, and
we used to like rent.
But
like,
you would go somewhere and see bands, and then it would form your own identity about what you wanted to do. You know.
Right. Yeah, we used to rent like Eagles clubs and like shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a place in Muskegon called Palmer Hall.
Yeah.
That we used to do all these shows at way back in the day and shit. Palmer Hall, baby, shout out. It's still there, isn't it?
Yeah, it hasn't fallen down yet. Yes, that's correct.
The halls will always survive.
I used to live one block.
Yeah, we should
away
get some.
from there.
I'll definitely do. We did Skeletones once, and it was also great. There was people literally from there was kids to really quite elderly people there.
Absolutely.
You know, like. So yeah, that was dope.
And we are talking about playing the Credit Union coming up here.
That's
too.
it. That's the spot. That's where we did that.
Oh, you did Credit Union?
It was at the Credit Union.
Cool, no shit.
Yeah. So it was like I'm saying, this dude put together this goth night, but then he booked that as the venue or whatever because it's underground or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean it's kind of something else, but like it was also awesome because there was just a ton of people there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
my
everybody was like
experience there, too.
super chill, super cool. Like there was just like it's BYOB.
Yeah, it's DIY. It's like, let's just throw a party.
Yeah. And like the cops were rolling by a couple times, but like there was no issues or nothing. And like,
so I've been there a couple shows. Yeah, it's cool there.
Yeah, that dude was on the podcast, and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name, but you could go back and listen to
Chris or no?
The guy that
Credit
was the
Union
Goth
guy?
Night. No, the Goth Night guy.
Goth Night guy.
The Credit Union guy was another very interesting fellow. We showed up there first, and so we talked to him for quite a while.
Yeah,
you know?
Nick, did you play chess against him?
No.
Oh man, it's
He's
fun.
a chess master.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's a really cool. It was a really cool experience. That guy's somebody you should consider having on. Actually,
I would get him on. He's an interesting dude.
Yeah. Oh, we might be losing people here. I wanted to.
What's going on, guys? We're still doing the podcast.
Drop off. Sorry, I had to piss so bad. I had to just excuse myself.
You guys, it doesn't seem like we're really hip on the social media thing here about promoting your band and shit.
That's the part that we probably have.
We are so overdue, and we've recorded.
I hate having to do it.
Right?
I know.
I hate it too.
We've recorded in multiple studios multiple times.
Yeah.
And never really put any of it out because we're super kind of anal at the end of the day, and we're like, I don't know. We always end up playing everything better. Like as soon as we record it, we're just like, we don't.
Yeah.
But now we've been playing the same songs for a while and revised them to where we actually really want them. Honestly, we're pretty close to being just recording what we have and moving on.
That's what you got to do, dude.
Yeah.
So where though, if people want to actually see, you got shows coming up. Where can people like find you guys online if they want to follow you?
I would say
good luck.
I would say
find us if you can.
Like, being honest with you, I really hadn't heard of you guys. Not like I'm super in the scene anymore, but like I've got a pretty, we don't have. We play a bunch of shows, but none of us. We're all too busy to promote and be. None
of us have ever really taken like the business part of the band.
Yeah, that's a whole other.
Everybody's got families and careers. It's really hard. Yeah. It's really hard to fit it in.
That's what we do. We don't promote this show. But
your guests will. You know what I mean? So we will too, for sure.
You think, but not so much. Not so much. Yeah.
But yeah, we're we were talking about maybe even having you record us. Like
let's go.
We might record with Ben Hunter. We might record at our rehearsal space
or whatever.
Because these days it's pretty easy to get a good recording.
Yeah.
We got this guy who's an audio engineer, pretty much. That's what he does for a living.
I mean, a lot of bands, you can definitely DIY.
Dude, Justin, why aren't you recording our album right now?
Because we need a bunch of equipment, and he needs time during.
I'm pretty booked, dude.
He's
so busy. He's playing in 4 bands.
He's like
4 or 5 bands.
He's only got that one Telecaster, guys. It only goes so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess if you want to look these guys up, it's UTO is how you spell it. UTO.
Yeah, we have a Facebook. We have a Facebook.
Good luck finding us.
So, like, when we're gonna play shows, we'll post it on there.
But I think we provided the YouTube demo to this. We've attached it to this.
Free demo on YouTube.
So check that out.
It's recorded in multiple studios.
It's a private league.
It's kind of like a collaboration of what we had at that point.
Sick.
So we are definitely a live band, as you guys know. Like,
for sure.
We bring it live. It's I don't care what kind of music you like. It's kind of hard to from what most people say is it gets sucked in if you happen to be there.
Yeah, well, we enjoyed it. That's why I hit you guys up and was like, oh, these guys are fucking actually doing something cool that I'm kind of like, all right, this is different and cool and whatever, the same old fucking hardcore bands I see everywhere. It's like, nothing, no shade, but
I take
it's also
that
like,
personal.
It's kind of the same all the time.
I appreciate it. We love your guys' stuff too, because no one does what you guys are doing. It's stuff I grew up with. Like, you guys are
rehashing the industrial shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time.
100%.
It's a good time.
We'll do it again soon.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll play a show. We'll hook each other up with some gigs.
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're dropping a new record, so we're gonna be ready to be gigging.
Yeah, right on.
Cool.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, man. Well,
you guys want to react to some of the audio?
We got a bunch.
Is this? Can we play this?
Let me know. Let me know.
It might be copyrighted.
It's definitely not going to be copyrighted. There's no infringement.
It starts off with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It's at the end.
He's already sued us.
Whatever.
You don't want that Neil
If you
deGrasse
got
Tyson
something
to eat.
Does this really start with Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Probably does.
This is from that one in part. Okay, we'll just play it.
As long as it's not 10 seconds of copyrited published material,
it might be.
fine.
It's
go for it, and we'll see what happens.
background though.
We have tons of that.
Hey, it's only 10 more minutes of work for Ross. It's not that big a deal. It's just 10 minutes on his Sunday when he could be taking care of his wife or his cats, or fixing his home, or paying his taxes.
To be honest, then, do we want to start at the beginning then?
That being said, this YouTube
is that how you started
link
it?
will be attached to this podcast.
Is the beginning of this?
That's a bold.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, I'm definitely not linking this.
How do you do that?
All right, we're wrapping it up, boys. Thank you for coming.
We will link it, sir.
Let's hear
We
some
will
of the
link it,
fucking.
sir.
Let's hear some of the music.
All right, go for it.
We'll throw it up here.
It's like a
Oh, it's real.
tire bumper.
This is our intro. It's
it's
like minutes long.
keep shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Fast forward.
Wait a second.
He's like, that's my shit. You gotta get patient.
Here we go.
Well, no, but it's
Just enjoy it.
Here we go. Enjoy this.
Yeah, we're full screen, bros. So if you need to use the restroom, you can.
I'm not on camera anymore.
No. Just
No,
react.
this sounds
Just
good,
react to the amazing music.
This sounds good. This is what I.
Oh, it sounds good in
This is
headphones.
what I send to everybody.
Well, this is how we start our shows usually.
Wow.
Used to.
Yeah.
We're used to.
Astounding fact is the knowledge.
Yeah, you're sued immediately. You've already been sued.
100%.
You've already been sued.
Yeah, that's why we're just selling them at shows, dude.
Come at me, Neil. I want that heat. I want that Neil
We want
deGrasse
that
Tyson heat.
controversy.
I actually wanted to confront Neil about this intro. I'm like, would you like this to be the intro of your show?
I bet you he would be cool with it because he would be, since we're sci-fi nerds and we like space.
He'd be
But
like,
if you can get on the horn with him, well, let's work it out.
yeah, good luck.
Justin wrote this amazing intro right here.
Across the galaxy. Guts made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen,
The building blocks.
and all the fundamental ingredients of life itself. form part of gas clouds that condense, collapse, form the next generation of solar systems, stars with orbiting planets. And those planets now have ingredients for life itself. So that when I look up at the night sky, and I know that, yes, we are part of this universe, we are in this universe.
I wish I could flip a camera on the ceiling.
Then both of those factors is that the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
When I reflect on it, I look up. Many people feel small because they're small and the universe is big. But I feel
Such a great live intro.
because
100% for a live show.
Yeah, we played this at like Mulligan's, like
Big screen in the background.
But it didn't. Justin put visuals with it too.
Yeah, but it's the sound. And then.
Oh.
I know.
That's him on keyboard doing that.
It's good work. It's good
He's a
work.
Freaking
Fun, let
maestro.
Let him hear it.
Us never heard this.
I just love synthesizers.
It sounds very compressed. Yeah, Ryan Cunningham.
Oh, he did this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the
You
studio?
did a good job. Hold on. Cunningham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just Cunningham
there-
Studios.
Was he River City or whatever? No, I'm sorry.
He came out of River City.
Yeah, okay.
He trained in River City
Okay,
and then
yeah.
started.
I thought he was over there. Yeah.
Regardless, there's a strict no plugs policy on this show, gentlemen.
There's a no.
Oh,
No
now
free rides. No free rides.
now you tell me.
Shout out to him. I think he did in Transient's first record too. Nick Hagen's band.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
He's got a hell of a mustache, I'll tell you that.
Nice.
He can rip on the guitar too.
Did you
He
play
did
guitar on
an
this?
amazing version of our first demo. It was awesome. Like this zip. There's no guitar.
Yeah, this
There's no
is
This is pre.
This is our first pre. Yeah, this is all just keyboard.
This is why we needed to trust it.
But
Yeah, I was like, you need guitar, guys.
my favorite thing to do
Oh, wait.
after we
Let me hear
played many shows with no guitar player was to ask people in the crowd, "What'd you think of the guitar player?" They always said, "Rocked." And then I would just walk away. There was never a guitar player.
Poor Justin's the guy to sit through a whole goddamn 2.5 hour podcast to hear a tune I didn't play on. Bastards.
Oh my god.
That's so true.
Just go.
So yeah, if you want to see the fucking the man, come see us live.
That shit does rule,
Wait, hold
Bob,
on.
by the way. That's huge.
Yeah, it reminds me of like old Rush and something else.
Yeah.
I did. We haven't played this
That's
song
a lot of
in
Rush.
many years.
It's a huge tune, though. I dig it, man.
It's a flash in the past right now.
It's like King Crimson. A little bit.
Yeah.
But right here.
That was the one that I felt like we got the most was King Crimson.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Actually, it was Camel.
Camel.
That's a band I've never actually heard.
Me
I've heard
either.
the
Until
name,
now, what?
King Crimson is a compliment.
Actually,
I love
it was
those guys.
Dino
All these old dudes.
I mean Camel though. I've never heard of Camel.
Dude, Camel was like a prog rock
I
band.
know like what they are, but I never actually like heard any of it.
What's that?
Opeth is a big Camel fan. I'm a big Opeth fan.
Just tobacco.
It's a pack of cigarettes set by separate.
I think we're primarily instrumental. I
He
mean,
doesn't smoke weed.
because all of us do enjoy like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
Prog.
Justin and I were big time soundtrack dudes,
when I play this for like people I work with, they're like, it sounds like a soundtrack. That's the first thing.
It's very cinematic.
Very cinematic.
Yeah, we should capitalize on that, guys.
Well, that's why I try to do like visuals and stuff.
We need to meet some people.
We do have visuals, but we never played venues that can really support it, you know?
Yeah.
But we play this live in front of like bars, and people are like, "What the fuck is this?" And they're like, "Wow, it's really good." We're like, "Yeah, we know."
It's like,
I don't get it.
people at bars who right there. People at bars want to get drunk and like it's like they're not
Yeah,
really there.
we're playing in between like
We'll be the
metal bands.
soundtrack to people's drunken lives.